Morning guys, this is going to be a super quick video today, just a couple of minutes as a sort of introduction to our September challenge, which starts tomorrow. It's the last day of August today, and I'm spending today preparing. So I've got over here, it's like a little alchemist's workshop, all of my bits and bobs that we've had in the fridge that we've built up over the last few days. We've got some yogurt here, which we're going to flavour with honey and maybe some strawberry compote that we've got in our freezer. We've got some milk that we're going to also process into butter, cheese, things like that. And over the last week, we've cooked a couple of roasting joints. So we've saved, look, this looks like a latte, but I can assure you it's not. We've saved the juices from those meats. So what we've got in here is both of these. We've got pork stock, and above that we've got some fat, which we're going to add to our big pot of lard back here, which we're going to use again throughout the month. In here we've got some lamb fat, which we saved from a joint from the lamb that I butchered for my brother-in-law. In here we've got some cheese sauce. I made a cauliflower cheese, and this is some spare sauce from it. And in here we've got some batter. I made Yorkshire puddings for our roast dinner yesterday. So we've got pancakes maybe for breakfast tomorrow. So I'm going to be just sorting through all of this stuff. I've got some cheese hanging here, which again is going to be vital for me during this month. I'm probably going to hopefully make some pasta today as well. We'll see if I get time. And obviously we've got a garden full of produce, including lots and lots of apples and pears. So again, hopefully I'm going to be making some fruit juice today, because that's one area that I definitely want to kind of get down, is those sweet drinks that we're used to drinking during the day. And yeah, there we go. Obviously, we've got our sort of long-term storage shelf. These are all things, well, predominantly actually that I foraged. There's a lot of mushrooms and things up here dried, but there's all sorts of other stuff as well. We've got lots of dried fruit, dried apples, and some sourdough crackers. And I'm also going to be making sourdough today, because that's going to be one of our staples through the month. This is what I've got ahead of me over the next couple of hours, and more of the same throughout the day. Anyway, follow along for my September challenge. For those of you uninitiated who aren't sure what I'm talking about, through the whole months of September, I'm only eating things that I can procure myself. I'm not buying anything from a shop, and I'm taking that right down to the level of things like salt and spices. So in here we have my first batch of salt that I harvested from seawater. I did a video on that at the time. So that's how I'm going to be consuming everything that I put in my mouth over the next month. The only exceptions are things like tap water I'm going to have access to, and a bit of bartering. But I've got some pretty strict rules on the bartering as well. The bartering must be a fair like-for-like swap. I can't trade a potato for 2 spaghetti bolognese meals. It's got to be just basic ingredients that I'm trading, and it's got to be food that I trade for food, and they've got to be of a similar value. There's no no benefit to the trade on either side. So that's where we are. Now, I've used that trading to solve a couple of problems for me. I trade eggs that we grow here for flour from the bakery next door, so that works out really well. And I also trade some goat's cheese for a little bit of honey. Now, we make our own honey here, or at least that's the plan long term. We've got bees, but it's not been a successful year here. It's my first year raising bees. It's not been a successful year. I haven't been able to harvest any honey, and that's okay, because I've managed to work out a trade where I've got 5 or 6 jars, which hopefully will be enough to get me through the month. Sounds like a lot, doesn't it? But it's not when you start using it in all your puddings and everything else that you're doing. And I'll hopefully be delivering daily videos through September. They'll probably be quite short, just 2 or 3 minutes long, telling you or showing you everything that I'm eating and drinking throughout the month. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you press that like button, leave me a comment, and I'll speak to you really soon. Cheers.